Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Travel Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, October 24th, and I'm back. We've got college football competing with the NFL once again, and I think we've got a better college football game than Thursday Night Football in the NFL. It's going to be University of Syracuse traveling to take on Pittsburgh in the ACC. Two good teams this year, two explosive offenses this year. I'll have my best game pick, two best player props for the entire slate. But before we get into those plays, let's take a look at the Wednesday plays. I have had about enough of Conference USA. I'll tell you that right now. Halftime for Jacksonville State, it is 14-10. Middle Tennessee has looked like the worst team in conference so far. Kennesaw State has been right up there with them as one of the worst teams so far. Both of them are sticking in this game, and Kennesaw State is actually tied with Liberty at the half. So no idea what's going on with these two teams. We've got a minus 20.5. We need a big second half. It's 14-10 at the half, like I said. Quentin Cooley, over 111.5 rushing yards is what it came out at. I'm missing a 1 there. I don't know what it is with Liberty tonight. I've been going back and forth with these games in NBA. Quentin Cooley does not look interested in playing. Actually, the entire Liberty team doesn't look like they want to play football tonight. Quentin Cooley had 2 touches in the first quarter, 3 touches in the second quarter. Lucas has been the go-to guy tonight. He's running with a lot of authority. I don't know if Cooley's hurt. I don't know if he's sick. This has been one of the best running backs in the conference, and he's got nothing tonight. So I don't know. Maybe second half he'll pick it up, but he's not getting a lot of touches. And then Trey Stewart, he's doing his thing. 75 yards. He did have a fumble that would have made the game 21-10, which would have been really nice. But he had that fumble in the red zone. He has 75 yards. He's probably going to get there in the second half. But let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 0-0. Hopefully we have a 2-1 day. I do think Jacksonville State, they've made a lot of mistakes. It should be 21-10. I think they're going to win that game by 21 still. But again, this is the best Middle Tennessee's played all season long. I don't know how they're playing a game like this. But let's take a look at the play for Thursday. This is going to be a really, really good game, I think. We have an ACC showdown. Syracuse, they've started off the year 5 wins, only 1 loss. They're going to go on the road here to face off against an undefeated Pittsburgh team who has looked very good in the first 6 games. The spread in this one, Syracuse getting a touchdown. We're going to take that touchdown with the orange. Give me Syracuse plus 6.5 as the play. Pittsburgh has not lost in conference play. Syracuse has lost in conference play 1 game, but they're coming off a really good game against NC State, winning that one by 7. Pittsburgh also coming off of a good contest against Cal. They won that game by 2 points, 17-15. Syracuse can win this game outright, but they've got to do it with the transfer quarterback, Kyle McCord. I've talked about Syracuse a couple times this season. Watching this team play football, it's fun. It's a fun environment. It's a fun thing to watch. Kyle McCord, this guy should be talked about as a Heisman candidate. At the end of this game, he's going to be leading the nation in passing yards because everybody in front of him has played 7 games compared to his 6. He potentially could lead the nation in passing touchdown. He needs 5 in this game to catch up with Cameron Ward. And he has 5 wins, only 1 loss, 6 interceptions on the year. This is a good Syracuse team. Cameron Ward's being talked about as a Heisman candidate guy, probably top 3 right now. Miami's a good team. Kyle McCord's numbers are just as good as Cameron Ward, and Syracuse has 5 wins. So this guy needs to be talked about as a Heisman candidate. I'm not a Syracuse fan. I'm definitely not an Ohio State fan, but Kyle McCord, he's playing some really good football, and they've got potential to win this game because of him. This is one of the most explosive offenses out there in college football with several wide receivers that he can go to. He's got a really good running back as well in Allen. The only reason I think Syracuse can lose this game because the defense. They haven't been great. They're giving up nearly 25 points per game, over 350 yards per game, but the defense this season is average. They can win games if the defense plays average in this one. Pittsburgh's coming in with a very similar numbers on the defensive side than Syracuse. They give up 24 points per game. They're giving up over 350 yards per game. So the defenses on paper, they're pretty similar, but the Pittsburgh Panthers offense, they're just as good as Syracuse. They're even better. They're averaging 40.8 points per game, nearly 500 yards of total offense. This is going to be a home game for Pittsburgh. I expect an electric environment. This game should come down to the quarterback play, and I'm hoping it comes down to the last drive. I do think Pitt runs the ball a lot better than Syracuse, but this Syracuse team, if you've watched them at all, they're not afraid to drop back and throw it 60 times with Kyle McCord. Give me Syracuse here with the points. I think this game's going to be awesome. If you want to take the over at 63, a little bit too high for me, and that's saying something because I love the over, but I would not be surprised if this game finds a way to go over. Both these teams should be able to score at will, so I'm going to take the plus 6.5 as the play. I kind of like the over 63 if you guys are thinking about an over-under. But let's take a look at the player props for this game, and I'm going to get out in front of it here. I'm going to take both Syracuse players. I do think Pittsburgh's a really good team. I just didn't love anything that I was seeing over there, but we've got 2 player props. I think they go together. Well, I know they actually definitely go together, but we're going to start with Kyle McCord, the quarterback for Syracuse, over 321.5 passing yards, I said this in the game breakdown. This is one of the best players in college football right now. I think he does deserve to be at the Heisman candidate list at least. He's willing Syracuse with some of these wins, and I love the Syracuse offense because, again, they're not afraid to drop back and throw the ball 60 times a game. His numbers on the season, 6 games so far, 2160 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. He has at least 39 pass attempts in all 6 games so far. He's had 50-plus pass attempts in 2 of the last 3 games. This guy has thrown for over 300-plus passing yards in every single game this season. The lowest output that he had this year was against Stanford. He had 339 yards passing. So this prop is telling us that he's going to go under his average on the season. He's going to throw for the least amount of yards on the season in this game. If we played this number every single game, we would be 6-0 on his player props. So I'm pretty confident on this one. I do think Syracuse can give Pittsburgh hell through the air. I'll take his over passing yards as the first play. And for the last play, I did say they're going to go together, and they definitely are, I hope. We're going to take Pena. And so far this season for Syracuse, he has 42 catches, 458 yards, 5 touchdowns. He leads every category offensively for these wide receivers. And Kyle McCord has been really good at spreading the ball out. He has a lot of top targets, including the running back coming out of the backfield. They have 4 guys this year with 30-plus catches already and 3 players with 400-plus receiving yards. So they've got a ton of talent everywhere. Everybody gets a healthy dose of touchdowns as well. So if you're looking for some touchdown player props, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the wide receivers or the running back Syracuse have. They have 3-plus touchdowns, all those players each. The top 3 wide receivers and Allen, they all have 3-plus touchdowns. But looking at just the numbers for Pena, he's coming off a really good game against North Carolina State. He had 8 catches, 75 yards, and that now makes back-to-back games that Kyle McCord has hooked up with him 8-plus times. He has gone over 75-plus yards in 4 of the 6 games so far this year. And the only game that he has had less than 65 yards was against Holy Cross, and they were beating the brakes off of them. He didn't even play the second half in that game. I think we're going to see everybody from Syracuse be involved in this game, but I'm going to take the over 71.5 receiving yards for Pena as the last play of the day. Let's take a look at the recap graphic. Heavy on Syracuse. Syracuse plus 6.5. Kyle McCord over 323.5 passing yards. And Trevor Pena over 71.5 receiving yards going up against Pittsburgh. Hopefully, Syracuse does not let me down. Guys, it's going to do it for the NCAA football plays and props for Thursday, October 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoy the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.